Stream is sponsored by Final One Standing at William Hill. Now we're getting closer and closer to seeing some big winners in all of the pot prize competitions because people are being eliminated game week after game week. Now, if you're like me and you got knocked out of the 500k, the 200k, and all the other Ks, well then no problem, because don't worry, there's a brand new game this week and it's for 100k. And for this one, I'm going for Manchester City to beat West Ham at the Etihad. Haaland is on fire. He's nearly hit 20 goals before the end of the year. Foden is scoring goals consistently, and Cherki is connecting, combining, and making everything cohesive, so it only makes sense. Now, the rules of the game did not change. If you win, you're through. If you lose or draw, you're out. You can only pick each team one time. You can join this game whether you're in all the other games or you're not in any game, right? And then deadline is Saturday, the 20th of December, 3 p.m. to make your pick. To enter, you can download the William Hill app by scanning the QR code on screen or click the link in the description down below. And of course, it's free to play, 18 and over, UK and Ireland only. Please gamble aware, gamble responsibly. T's and C's fully listed below. Let's get on with the stream. Yo, people, welcome back to another watch along. Manchester United versus Bournemouth. People are saying it's a hate watch. It's not a hate watch. I don't have any hate for Manchester United of late. You know, you guys, you're just doing your thing. You know, you're doing your thing. There's no hatred here. I got the lineups ready to go. It's purely just observation. It's purely just keeping an eye on what you are doing, because I have an interest. I have an interest in you. You're not as bad as you were last season. You seem like you may have something to bring to the table in terms of the league campaign. No Europe. You might actually finish in a position that is respectable. So I'm just here to just keep an eye on what's going on. The lineups are on screen. Grizz is saying it's not a great team. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, Man United, they got Heaven in the team. I'm very much looking forward to seeing Heaven in the team, to be honest, because I think the times I have seen Heaven, he does look like a very good young player. And you've obviously got loads of players injured in the defence. But it looks like a strongish team, apart from maybe Dalot at left wing back. That's something that you don't really want to see too often. He's not really bringing any width there. But your left wing back situation is a madness. And obviously the front three, and Bremo, Cunha probably playing up front. Mason Mount, Casemiro, Fernandes is all playing as well. Shaw's playing left side centre back. Yora's in there. Bit of a tough time this season. New keepers in there, of course, as he's signed in the summer. So I don't really think it's a bad team. I don't think it's a bad team at all. Is it a Manchester United team at the back? Probably, maybe not, but I don't know. I think it's a harsh one to say it's not a great team, you know. I think it's a decent team for what you have available. I think that's fine. Martinez, probably you want to see it at his very best. If he can get back into this back three, that's probably the perfect position for him to play in. As short as he is, you don't want him maybe playing in a two. And the left wing back situation is a madness. But apart from that, Mazzuari's injured as well. Sesko's on the bench. So is Xerxes on the bench as well. Garte's on the bench. Kobe Mainoo's on the bench. There's been a lot of talk about Kobe Mainoo in the last couple of weeks. I've seen Nicky Butt come out. Paul Scholes on the podcast come out. Loads of people coming out to defend him, that he should be playing more games. Is he going to be available in January? I'm not going to lie. Chelsea have always got a little bit of an interest, it seems, in all these kind of, you know, one-away players that are of this age group. So some people are saying that Kobe Mainoo not only could be leaving Man United, but, you know, like I said, Chelsea have got interest. So, you know, I don't think he's anywhere near the same profile as Lavia, but I wouldn't want to see Mainoo in a pivot personally. But, you know, if Lavia's injuries continue and Chelsea are looking at midfield as someone to replace him, then maybe Kobe Mainoo enters the list. All right, cool. Let's go through the chat. I'm going to get a poll up immediately on point with it. Man United versus Bournemouth. If Man United win this game, they're going to go level on points with Chelsea, I believe, right? I think you guys go level on points with us. You go up to 5th in the table, above Crystal Palace, am I correct in saying? Because they lost against City at the weekend. You go above Liverpool as well. So I think you go up into 5th. And that's kind of where you expect Manchester United to be at, you know, in this campaign. If Man United were to finish 4th, 5th, considering no Europe, no, you know, distractions, no Carabao Cup, only one game a week, bare minimum from any decent head coach, you've got to be getting Man United back into the Champions League or just about missing out. at worst case. So Man United poll is up. You can get your votes in. Obviously, Semenyo's starting. We're going to be looking at him today. Kluivert's playing as well. Evan Nilsson's up front. Travanier's playing. Adams. It's a good, it's a good Bournemouth team. They're not in great form, I don't think, under Areola recently. Obviously, our former goalkeeper Petrovic is there as well. Adam Smith at fullback. But it's a good team. It's not a team that you could take lightly, even though they're not in good form. It's definitely a team that should be able to make this an interesting game. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, because I actually think this is going to be a good game. I'm not going to lie. I think there's pressure on Man United to win. I think Areola's never really known for stinking up the joint and playing the lowest of blocks. He's going to go for it as well. I think we're just going to get a good game under the lights, nighttime, kickoff. Can't really go wrong. I didn't actually see... I've literally only just come in because I've just been out all day. Did some DR stuff, obviously did some TalkSport stuff, did some haircut stuff. You can see the shape up is shaping. So I've not had any time to actually look at Monday Night Football and see what Jamie Carragher said about Maresca. So I'm going to have to go and take a look at some quotes on Twitter and see if they've got anything clipped up. But I've not even seen anything, to be honest. I've only just come in through the door. Scouting more Man United rejects. I don't think I'm scouting, to be honest. My club is interested, not necessarily me saying that we should be signing Kobbie Mainoo. I don't think he should be coming to us. Personally, I think he should be going to a team that he's guaranteed to start week in, week out, because I think he needs his football. He's not really developed as much as he could have over the last 18 months, purely because obviously this manager doesn't want to play him. And maybe the system maybe doesn't suit him. I think a midfield three is perfect for Kobbie Mainoo because it doesn't demand that he gets a stupid amount of GA as the twin 10 positions do, but you also don't rely upon his defensive attributes, which I think are lacking, the mobility, all those kind of things. So I think a midfield three, left 8 kind of position really does suit him, linking up midfield to attack. But hey-ho, Man United don't play that system, and I don't think he's a pivot player, so he can only really play in the twin 10s, and you cannot really vouch for him above Mason Mount in that left pocket right now. The way he's been playing this season, I saw his winner against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Very, very nice free kick. And to be honest, every time I've seen Mason Mount this season, I think he's been very good. And that's probably why you see Sesko, Xerxes sitting on the bench and Cunha being moved into a striker position, because Mason Mount's got to play. He's going to bring some balance between the midfield and the attack right now for this team. So Semenyo masterclass incoming, lads. That's what we're saying in the chat, yeah? Get the votes in on the poll. Give Maresca a proper defender. Listen, I'm gonna check the quotes. I mean, it's been a madness today, hasn't it? You can just see that there's something brewing or bubbling under. So I don't know. At this point, I'm just gonna sit tight and wait. We got Cardiff tomorrow. That's my main concern. We need to go through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. So I'm not really thinking that anybody's gonna lose their job this week. So I'm just gonna business as usual, even though there's drama. But I've got a busy week, man. It's Christmas coming up. I gotta go shopping. I gotta do all these. I gotta do so much. I ain't got time for all this nonsense, all this drama. If you ain't gonna sack him anyway, you know what I mean? Unless you gonna force me to make a breaking news video that this man's been sacked and panic stations are gonna really go off. It's the reporting feels like these men are they're enjoying themselves, Matt Laws and all sorts. I'm not saying it's not true. But I'm just saying these men are enjoying themselves right now. They got a little bit of a drama going on this week. So yeah, if nothing's happening, which I don't think it is, because I'd be shocked, then the next game is the most important thing, really. But let's see what the quotes are saying. I'm sure one of these aggregators must have given something. Jamie Carragher warns Chelsea about getting another manager and says Maresca's done a very good job with what he's been given. Let's get the full quote. Maresca's capable of competing at the very highest level. What he's done with that squad is a fantastic, because they are nowhere near them other top three clubs. I'm guessing he's referring to Liverpool, Man City and Arsenal. He can go up against every manager now. Chelsea might feel that they could go and get a better manager, but let me tell you, they would easily go and get someone worse. They could easily go and get someone worse. Look at what's happened at Spurs, Man United in the last couple of years. He also says Maresca's comments, that ain't uncertain. He's talking about the owner and the sporting directors. This is a classic case of accepting the job terms and the conditions. Then he does really well and feels like he should have more power. He's calling something out. They didn't get him a centre-back. The problem is, if he continues this way, there's only one winner, and that's not him. That seems to be all of the main quotes. Giroud on Monday Night Football said that Maresca needs a striker who is consistent and more experienced in the squad There's a lot of young players. I think Chelsea needs some more time to fight for the title race. They are very happy to have Cole Palmer back. I think maybe they need another 9 to win things and some more goals. I'm not gonna keep using this word experience because I don't think experience is part of it, because Tossin's the oldest man in the squad and he needs to be sold in January the 1st. So it's not about experience for me. It's now just about ability. And forget Garnacho's age, forget Gittins' age, forget Delap's age. We're talking about ability, quality. If you're of that age but you are delivering the quality, nobody cares about the age, but the quality is not there. So the quality is not there, so the consistency can't be there because the quality isn't there. So, if this was, the top 3, 4, 5 people in their age group, we'd probably get more consistency because you've seen it before. You've seen Mbappe's and players like this put up stupid numbers in their campaign because they are world class. We do not have world class attackers apart from Cole Palmer. So I don't really talk about experience anymore. There's plenty of experience in terms of Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo has played a good few years in this league. Neto, Tossin, Chalobah, Reece James. I could keep going, but the quality, that's what people need to be calling for, is some quality. And we're signing too many players that come in and only make very marginal gains at best based upon what we sold in the summer and what we have now. But yeah, I don't think he's going to get sacked soon, to answer your question. I don't. I think it's very, very ridiculous if that happens. Obviously, you never know with Chelsea, but surely with results being the most important thing, if he beats Cardiff, you don't see this guy leaving this week, off the back of the last 2 wins. But yeah, I don't know. You can never say never, but I'm not expecting anything personally. But I'm not really enjoying the drama because I don't want him to go. You guys know my stance on the manager. If I had to pick between the manager and the sporting directors, you know who I'm picking. It's not even close. So I'm not really that happy to even hear all of this nonsense, to be honest. I think it's a bit ridiculous, considering the circumstances. If this guy had a top, undeniably consistent world-class team, or even close to world-class team, and there wasn't holes in it, and there wasn't, inconsistencies and lacking of quality in certain areas, and big gulfs between certain positions, and injury-prone players to deal with, and ill-discipline to deal with, and all of these things. And even the spine really ripped out, for some games in terms of Palmer, Caicedo, and Colwell. Then I'd have no problem being as ruthless as the next man on this manager, like completely Roman Abramovich ruthless, because then you could make the case that this guy just has to win, and if he doesn't, he needs to leave. But that ain't the case. And I said this in the summer: when you leave enough room for error or doubt with the signings that you make because they're not certy. Delap is not certy. You can try and convince yourself that he is, but he is a player from Ipswich that really the next step was to go to Brentford. The next step was to go to Brentford. And it's as simple as that. He's from Ipswich. He played for Ipswich. He's now at Chelsea as a 9. He's wearing the 9 shirt. We signed João Pedro. As great as he looked in the Club World Cup, the guy has never scored double digits in a Premier League campaign. We're not going to sit here and pretend like this was some sort of 8, 9, 10 out of 10 window. So if you don't do your part, and you leave enough room for, skepticism or doubt, then yeah, you should expect some inconsistency. You should expect some mistakes or some losses. You should, because that's what you've built. So I think these managers need to relax, because at the moment, every time we do well, they want to brief that they're doing an incredible job and hand out new contracts. And then when we start dipping, these men want to start playing the blame game, Back your manager, Ram. You hired him. Back him in public and say that he's got the job and everything's fine and you're working together. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's see what's going on. Would you take Mateta? Yeah, a lot of people are asking me that. I mean, listen, Mateta would be an upgrade on what we currently have, because he's actually good enough to hold up the ball. He's good aerially, and he's actually got a record of scoring goals in this league. But he's not what you should be going for Chelsea. You should be having Mateta as like a backup striker, like a Loic Remy, Demba Ba type role. You should be going for like a Julian Alvarez, a Victor Osimhen. You should be trying to target someone like that to be your number 9, in my opinion, like your main striker. I think Mateta would be a very good option off the bench and play like 2, 3, 4 games on the trot if someone's away or injured. But I wouldn't say that Mateta leading the line for 38 games is a title winning addition, personally. I don't support any team in the Baller League. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really mind who wins that. Obviously, I've been on SDS a few times, so I'm probably gonna have a little bit of bias for them. But they already won it, so you probably want to see a new winner as well, just to keep it interesting. Score prediction for this game, Man United versus Bournemouth. I think on the big six, I went with a Man United win. I think I went 2-1 United. I think it's going to be a great game. Like I said, I think there's goals of both teams. You know, it's both teams are going to come out. I mean, maybe Man United, I don't know. Maybe Man United you might even see them play on the counter a little bit sometimes. But surely at Old Trafford, there's pressure to win. I know Ruben Amorim ain't exactly coached the most, possession-based oriented team, but surely at home at Old Trafford, you got to win this game. So I'm expecting Man United to go forward, and I'm expecting it to be pretty back and forth, hopefully, end to end. Hopefully we just get a fun game, because the Sunderland-Newcastle game yesterday was very, very, very peak in terms of quality. Just pure fighting. Pure fighting was going on in that game. And I don't mind. Because, you sign up for a derby like that first time in what was it, 9 years, I think. You got to accept that it's probably going to be a scrap. But yeah, some of the final third play in that game was very bad. It's all on Sky Sports YouTube. He said he doesn't think Maresca will be the Chelsea manager next season because he went after the directors and the owners. I mean, yeah, when you go after the directors and the owners, it does really only tend to go one way. I think I said this yesterday, but when you have a little taste of winning mentality ingrained from maybe a Club World Cup win or whatever, this model can be very frustrating to continue on the winning mentality. Like I said, I don't think this manager would have looked at Gittins and would have looked at Garnacho and would have looked at Delap, and if he was going for the league with no restrictions, no UEFA restrictions, no wage caps, and I'm not saying none of these things are irrelevant, and no, of course they're relevant. You have to work within your means as a football club. Every club has a budget, but I don't think these are the players he's picking to win a league. And I think he wanted to try and win the league this season. I'm not saying we were ever going to win it, but I think if you make the right additions, you go and get an Ekatike, which I said we should go and get to replace Jackson. People say, oh, you've only got the Elise one to draw to. No, I said Ekatike as well. I had the video in the drafts. That was the perfect Jackson replacement. I'm not saying he wins us the league, but that is a better striker for this team in terms of what you lost in attributes and what you hope to gain. You replace what you lost and you gain the shooting volume and you gain a better ball striker. That was the better option than Delap. It was simply, that's it, And you make the right additions even with your own restrictions that you've got in place. I think you put yourself in a stronger position to go for the league. People can't sit here and say, oh, the guy's got a losing mentality. He wrote off the league last year. We want him to say we should go for the league. We want him to be a big Jose Mourinho, big bollocks manager. And then when he actually wants to go for it, you go and give him certain players that are not ready to do the job. And then you think, you don't think he's going to complain or he's not going to have a bit of a bite back. Of course he is. Of course he is. So, I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. But for me, I think it's a bit ridiculous. Why is Cunha starting? He's been buns. I don't know, I'm actually kind of surprised to see that he is starting, considering his form. Obviously, you've got Sesko on the bench. You've got strikers. I mean, you've got one striker. Xerxes not a striker. But, you've got Sesko there. But I don't know. I don't know. I've not been following you guys closely enough last couple of weeks since the international break to really be commenting on whether or not you should be playing Sesko up front or not. But yeah, Cunha's playing up front. Let's see how he does. Let's see. It's mad, bro. Imagine you can't agree with Nagelsmann, you can't agree with Enrique, you can't agree with all these managers, and then even the head coach, yes man that you hire has already now started to fall out with you. It's not good reading for the consistent person that is in the building since the beginning, You can't keep falling out with everyone, and you certainly shouldn't be falling out with a guy from Leicester. It's not good reading. Yeah, it's not good reading, chat. This ain't Conte you're falling out with. Perfectly understandable. You didn't sign Alexander Kolarov and Ashley Young at the age of 38, so Conte's not happy. You're falling out with the rookie. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Right. What's the poll saying? 32%. Man United. What? You man are a bunch of haters. And I love it. Man United, 32% in the poll. 46% for Bournemouth in the poll. And that's mad. That's comfortable as well. You lot really, do you lot think that, or do you just hate? Like, which one is it? Both. It's quite a madness in terms of the poll there. Very, very heavy on the Man United loss. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. All right, let me close these tabs because it's all just far too much. Obviously tomorrow we'll be here for Cardiff against Chelsea. I'm not gonna cover all of the Wednesday games, I don't think. I think I'm gonna actually I'll obviously be there for Saturday. Like I said, I think Saeed's gonna be here on I think Saeed's gonna be here on Sunday for Villa Man United. And I think I'm going to be covering Arsenal versus Crystal Palace on the 23rd, just in case. Because after that Wolves game, I don't know. I just have to keep an eye on keep an eye on things. And also, you never know who you're actually, when's the draw for the Carabao Cup semi-final, guys? Is it on Wednesday? Is it Wednesday night? Because if it's on Wednesday night, then there's a case to be made that Wednesday night we get the draw. If we're playing Arsenal or Palace, if we beat Cardiff, let's not be disrespectful, then yeah, even more interest in that game. So keep an eye on it, chat. Keep an eye on it, because I do want to know if we're playing Arsenal or Palace potentially. If we go through past Cardiff, then that's even more reason to watch that game. But I just feel like there could be a spoil. There could be a spoil there. But Palace are playing Thursday, Saturday, and then Tuesday in the lead up to Christmas. So Palace are going to be cooked. Whoever Palace are playing this weekend, you may not get an easier game against Crystal Palace than the game this weekend, because it is peak. They're playing Leeds away. That schedule is nasty work, man. 18th, 20th, 23rd fixtures. Yeah, and they don't have the depth either. Palace do not have the depth. And that's why I've actually been going against them in predictions recently, because Thursday football, second halves, tail off. Absolute tail off. You look at what's on the bench and it's not nice. It's really not nice. All right, cool. Let me... Kickoff is a couple of minutes away. I need to get a timer going. Let's see. Okay. What's going on in the chat? Let me go through the chat. Time is going to be up in a minute as well. Game's going to kick off soon. I just turned off my whole camera. Tell Maresca he can leave. We won before him. Who's your replacement? Actually, I genuinely want to know. Because if you lot start telling me Areola or Glasner, I'm going to look at you funny. So let me know who the replacement is. And it has to be realistic. I don't want to hear Luis Enrique. I don't want to hear all these names. Give me a realistic replacement based upon the history of this ownership and the shortlist given prior, and let me know who it is. I'd love to know. I'd love to know. I would. No, don't tell me that's not your job. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me that's not your job. Tell me who you want in charge of this football club. Tell me. You must have a name. You can't tell me you don't have a name. It's impossible. It's impossible. That Strasbourg manager. Yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. That Strasbourg manager's just going to come in here with this squad and he's just going to win the league, isn't he? Yeah, he's not going to have any issues. Forget the fact that Reece James is being built back up, Fofana's being built back up. Let's just get another guy in, another rookie at this level. Put all the expectation and pressure on him. I'm sure he's going to deliver. I really do. I think he's going to just get it done like that. I don't think there's going to be any issues with the team at all. No, no, I don't think so. I'm sure even if he gets us free flowing in the forward line, what does that mean for the balance of the defense? The manager's spoken about balance so often. So even though I agree the attack can be very rigid, we keep a lot of clean sheets when we play the right defenders. So it's a trade-off. And I'm not saying he doesn't need to find a solution to the attack being very rigid, because he does. He absolutely does. But I also think the profile and the quality of said attackers is important, because certain attackers do certain things from certain ranges and certain angles, and certain don't. You know, at the end of the day, it's still the player's game. The players are still playing. You know, what Neto can do on the ball and what Elise can do on the ball is two different things. What I think Rodrigo can do on the ball and what Garnacho can do on the ball is two different things. You pay for what you get. You pay for what you get. You can see it with Caicedo, can't you? So at the end of the day, you know, if you don't want to buy undisputed quality, which we bought in Diego Costa under Mourinho, a world-class manager at the time, but for some reason, this manager doesn't need a world-class 9 or as close to a world-class striker as possible. Imagine that. Imagine the manager that the people don't rate, and the manager that hasn't got the credentials as a Jose Mourinho or Conte, but he can get more out of a worse striker than what we used to buy. We used to shop for top strikers. We go and shop for C-grade Ipswich striker who's still developing and not even guaranteed to make an England squad, and we're expecting miracles. It's mad. Anyway, we've kicked off. Let's focus on this match, man, before I start ranting. Man United, Bournemouth, 1 minute, 30 seconds in. I'm going to get the timer up, and let's see if Man United are cooking today or not. Let's see what they got. I'm going to probably sync up on 2 minutes, chat. I'm going to sync up on 2 minutes. Right, let's get this synced. Let's do it. Man United, I'm looking forward to watching you, man, today. Man United fans, you must be on point, you know. I'm here to see what you man are capable of. Don't be coming on your worst behavior. Let's see what you man are really on. You know what I mean? Let's see what you man are on. We're here to see. And Buemo just kept running. And then Bruno Fernandes was looking for a handball as well. Delap should replace Cena in the WWE, that bum. I'm not even going to disrespect, and say he's a bum. I'm just saying he needed to really go to a team which was more transitional and was more gradually moving up the league whilst he was still developing in an ideal situation. He shouldn't really be wearing the 9 for Chelsea. When he signed, I said, okay, I hope you're going to sign another striker. You know, if this is your replacement for the backup position, fine. You know, but you need to sign another striker. Then they signed João Pedro, and we thought, okay, if this guy's going to be banging in goals like this, then no problem. There's your solution. Still said we should keep Jackson, so we have 3 options. But yeah, you know, we now can see João Pedro is struggling up front. Let's see if he can find his form with Cole Palmer. That's the real big difference. If João Pedro can show anything like he showed in the Club World Cup, that will make the biggest difference in the attack, because the rest of it is pretty set in stone for me this season. I think I know exactly what I'm getting from all of them, apart from João Pedro. João Pedro is the only person that's confusing me. Player going off injured for Bournemouth. Early change. One change already. And this is the thing, Delap is not a terrible player. He's not. We saw last season at Ipswich, he's a good player. But it's not the right environment. Chelsea number 9 is a very pressurized, demanding position. You don't just go up there and learn, you know? So, like I said, if you go to a Brentford or you go to a Bournemouth, then you can have stinkers and nobody cares. Ahmad, ball in, header. Oh, Man United should be getting the first goal there. That corner from Ahmad was on point. Absolutely on point. Just watch it again. Beautiful ball in. Keeper Petrovic, maybe you could say, is a bit weak, because there's not really anybody. Oh no, Dallow's on him, to be fair, but he's not putting up much of a fight. Maybe Petrovic should probably do a lot better, because he's a bit weak in that moment. But yeah, someone should have got on the end of that, man. That should be 1-0 to United. Yeah, Petrovic, bruh. You know what? The one thing I will say they got right is Petrovic versus Sanchez, because Sanchez has been very, very good this season. Do you know what I mean? I want to see more Petrovic in the summer, because I was thinking, you know what? Sanchez is just putting my blood pressure up far too high. Let's see if Petrovic can do something. They said, we're not even going to entertain it. We're selling Petrovic immediately. And you know what? You can't argue at the moment. That's not proven to be a bad decision at all, because Sanchez has been very good. So I give them credit on that. That was probably one of their biggest W's of the window, is actually picking Sanchez over Petrovic. Doesn't really get spoken about, because it was actually a thing, that conversation between those two, but it's worked so far. Semenyo, go on, Cliver. Yes, link up. Oh, free kick for Bournemouth. This is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good game. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a good game. I can sense it. I can feel it. There's a tempo to it. There's a risk to it. There's an energy to it. A back and forth. Two teams that don't respect each other. Perfect. That's what we like to see. There's no way Bournemouth respect United. There's no way Man United really respect Bournemouth in their form. So we should be getting goals, man. It's gotta be. Heaven in the middle of the back three is interesting. I don't think I've seen him in the middle. I think I've seen him as a wide defender, mainly on the left, because Martinez is always injured. Shaw's always, had injury issues. But I've not seen him in the middle, I don't think. Has he played in the middle this season, guys? Or is it the first time playing in the middle of the three? Let me know, Man United fans. Oh, he played in the middle against Wolves. Okay, 4-1 win. And West Ham. Okay, cool. So he's been doing it then. Yeah. The last Man United game I watched was Palace. Palace 2-1 win for Man United, because I was at that game at Selhurst. So I haven't seen the full 90 minutes of those other two. So let's see how Heaven does. Yeah, Saeed's at the game. Dallow's cutting in. Oi. Touch is too heavy. He's had a good start to the game though, Dallow. Very, very good start to the game. Very, very energetic. It's mad to think that this guy, I think, is 23 or 24, Ahmad. I think he's 23, maybe turning 24, or he's 24, just turned. Let me see. He's 23. No, he's 23. But yeah, he's not no spring. He's still young, but he's not as young as I think he is. I keep thinking this guy's 21, but he's 23, man. He's getting to a point where expectations are there to put up numbers, to be honest. But he's playing wing back, so slightly capped. Here's Shaw. Ball in. Oi, Mount on the cross. Oh, shit! Oh, my days. I thought that was in for Mason Mount. Oh, my days. Is that the post? No. It's just a great save from Petrovic. Oh, it's a decent save from Petrovic. I think he's struggling. Yeah, he's struggling with that one. It could have actually gone very wrong for Petrovic, and it could have gone in for Mason Mount. But yeah, strong start. I'm not saying he's back to his best, Mount. He's not, because I'm telling you, he was player of the year for Chelsea. Like, he was brilliant that player of the year season. The first one. The second one, I always say I think Rudiger or Thiago Silva could have got it. But the first one, he was ridiculously good. And then top three player definitely in the second. But yeah, that he's not at that level. He's not. But he's recovering. Whoa! Casemiro, who do you think you are? On the weaker foot from distance. Goodness me. But he's doing well, man. He's doing well. I ain't got no hatred for Mount, you know. I ain't got no hatred for Mount. Like, I know the goodbye video pissed a lot of people off because it wasn't a good video. But apart from that, you know, you move on from that. Not really too asked, you know. We got Cole Palmer with that money, or, you know, and he was becoming a very divisive figure in the fan base. I was kind of getting sick and tired of the conversation and debate, which is probably what, you know, the people that sold him wanted in the end. But they got good money for him, and I don't think we miss him. So I've made peace, man. I've made peace. I ain't got no anger. I don't hate Noni at all, and I don't really hate Havertz at all either. But I don't like Havertz. I'll be real. I don't like Havertz, but I don't hate any of them. Like, we got good money for them, and we wanted to get rid of them. So there's not really any reason to hate anyone, you know? Like Noni, nobody rated him at Chelsea. People are saying I rate him too highly, and we got good money for him. What are we hating him for? Of course, he can go wherever he wants. And then the same applies to Mount. We got good money, and Havertz, we got good money. So, you know, there's no need to hate them. You know, and none of them have achieved anything significant. So again, they haven't won a Prem or anything. So there's no need to stress. There's no need to stress. Semenyo's got the long throw. Oh my. Oi, he's got the long throw. He's got the long throw. He's got the long throw. No, Havertz. The only thing the thing is with Havertz, I don't think. I think he said something, and again, it's minor because everyone's going to do their PR, but he said something like, oh, the Champions League will mean more with Arsenal. And I was like, are you not grateful that you won a Champions League here? Like, I don't know why you needed to say that, because you're not a Champions League winning caliber player. Like, you're very fortunate that our defense that season was ridiculously good with Silva and Rudiger and Aspilicueta and Kante. And like, don't pretend just because you scored the winning goal that you carried the team or you're capable of, you know, much more. Like, respect yourself. You know, you didn't hit the Premier League like that under Tuchel. You weren't banging in bare goals. You were frustrating. So don't act like you're some sort of something that you're not. You know what I mean? And I just thought it was very disrespectful and very ungrateful. Like, we turn a lot of losers into winners. You know. And I think they need to be grateful that happens. And I had my opinions on him, and people were telling me, no, it's this and that and the third, and then we just let it play out, and now he's being replaced by Gyökeres, and that's just the way it is, you know. So it's nice. It's nice to be right. I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to be right. I said he ain't really gonna move the needle, and he ain't moved shit. He ain't moved shit. So yeah, it's nice to be right. I'm not doing a hate along. I'm just watching Man United, man. I'm just here to observe. Let's just see what you man do, man. It's a good game. I'm just here for good football, man. I'm just here to watch the football, man, like everybody else. I'm not here on nothing. I'm not here on nothing, man. He will be starting again soon whenever he comes back, you're right. I mean, I think Mikel Merino deserves to be starting with the goal output that he's put in, and then you got Jesus, who looks very sharp as well. But yeah, I think it's just going to all be rotation until someone nails the place. But let's see. Let's see. Here's Diallo. He's going to play it into Casemiro. Mount moving forward. Dallo cutting in. Cross comes in. Oh! I don't know if it's going to count. I think it is going to count. Oh, it's Amad Diallo. You know what? You can't say the kid don't deserve it in the first 12 minutes. He's probably been the brightest spark. And Man United have taken the lead against Bournemouth. I thought it wasn't going to count. I'll be honest. It was looking like something went wrong. I don't know really what could go wrong apart from an offside but yeah, Bournemouth, the goalkeeping, I don't know, man. It's all just a mess back there for that cross. There's bodies flying in everywhere for Man United. I'm not seeing many people be challenged. That's why I was hoping it might be offside, but yeah, look at this, man. Ahmad kind of starts to move anyway on this right-hand side, plays it into Casemiro. He keeps moving into the middle. And just watch how this all plays out. You got Dallo, who doesn't go wide. He cuts in on his stronger foot. Is it offside because of Cunha? I don't know if Cunha touches it. I don't think he does. And he's not offside when the cross comes in, so you can't make a case to say that he's just, interfering with play. He's not offside anyway, Dallo. He's actually onside. So regardless of whether Cunha touched it or not, Dallo is onside. And that goal's going to stand. I don't even think he touches the ball anyway. I didn't see the flight of the ball change. Nah, he didn't touch the ball. He didn't touch the ball. But Petrovic he doesn't know what to do because he doesn't know if Cunha's going to get the touch. And he also is trying to cover off Dallo. So it's just having two man free in the box. If you're Bournemouth, you're thinking, yo, what's going on here? How have these two attackers got the run on us? Like, Cunha's got a free header and Dallo's got a tap in. And it's like, where's the rest of the defense? Where is it? But yeah, it's not offside for me. It's not offside for me. It's a clear and obvious onside. And I don't even think Cunha touched it anyway. So, Man United 1, Bournemouth 0. But they're checking it on the VAR. They're checking it on the VAR for a possible offside. I'd be absolutely shocked. I don't think, for me, it's not even a thing. So I think they've done the check in like record time and they're just going to chalk it off as a goal. I don't think they're definitely not. Yeah, the game's moved on. They're not doing anything with that, guys. I don't think Dallow's overhated. I think it's Man United, bro. And I think I actually used to like Dallow a lot as a player. I think he was I actually thought he was really good. But then it dawned upon me. I was like, hold on a second. Being good is not good enough. You know? Unless you're gonna be a squaddy, good is not good enough. Is he elite? You know, we have Reece James. Arsenal have Timber. Liverpool used to have Trent. Like, that's the level. And when you realise that's the level, Dallow doesn't even sit at the same... forget table. He doesn't even enter the same yard as these guys that I just named. So it's like, when we're talking about Man United, we have to remember who we're talking about. We can't be dribbling over Dallow, drooling over players like Dallow. Like, this is a squad player at best. So, because the players I just named, it's peak. Go on. Oh, cleared away. But he is played out of position. He is, because he shouldn't be on the left. But to be honest, I don't know, man. He's a bit too hot and cold, to be honest. He's not a starter. If you're trying to be serious, he's not a starter. I think you guys should be looking at well, you can't get him now, but out Nori. I've said it before. You know, he's not playing at City. He was there at Wolves. I think he would have been perfect for this system. He's really good going forward, man. You know, and then obviously I think even Pedro Porro as well at Tottenham would make sense as a right wing back as well, because he's technically really, really strong. I think if you had those two people at wing back, boy, I think this would be a different team. I really do. Yeah, he's a Euro winner. So is a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people win trophies. So what? So what? My backup right back's better than this guy. You know what I mean? So what now? I think even Acheampong is better. So I've got 3 right backs better. So what now? You know what I mean? I got my third choice right backs better than him. I'm being serious as well. I'm being so serious. My third choice right back's better. They're saying it's cap. If you want to say it's cap for you. For me, it's not cap. 17 minutes gone. And I know Gusto's only gonna get better if this is the kind of tactical responsibility this brother's gonna start taking on. Boy, what is he? 22 years old? How old is Dallow? Seeing as we're comparing, I hope they're age mates. Oh no, they're not. Dallow's 26 years of age. He's a fucking old man. He's a grown ass man. Yeah, he's a grown ass man. That's what I thought. We're comparing a 26-year-old with a 22-year-old. Okay. It's not good. Man said he's 30. He's 30 minimum. It's crazy. Right, here we are. Man United's very, very good start to this game. I can't lie. Bruno Fernandes out to Mbeumo. There's loads of space. This is the thing with Bournemouth. They give you space, man, because they're not on this low block thing. Dallow. Oh, Bruno's found Mount. Ooh, sorry, it was Cunha. It was actually a decent effort. I don't know how close it was, but it was a good strike. I think it was a good strike, man. Opened his body up, just tried to play it in that far corner. You can see the idea. Keeper's never getting anywhere near it if he puts it on target. It's a good effort. Man United going for the jugular. Looked like they can go for 2-3. They tried to bend it around the defender. He couldn't get the curl on it. He couldn't bend it enough. Bournemouth moving too passive, you're saying, yeah? Let me close this poll because that needs to go. Yeah, you're taking a mick. You're taking a mick. Funny. 19 minutes gone. Here's Dallo. I think Steve's asking me, would I take Thiago Silva until the end of the season? Is that become a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that a thing? I mean, there's not a hope in hell he can play, and we play over high line. So, I mean, that just changes the entire way that we play football. So, I would just prefer that he comes back as a behind the scenes kind of older figurehead. I think he would be great in terms of leadership. I mean, listen, in terms of quality, we saw in the Club World Cup, the guy's still an outstanding defender. But I feel like that would be very counterproductive in some ways because we can't play tactically how we want to play with him playing. Like we can't play aggressive, we can't counter press. So it's like you're not winning the league. So what's the short termism gonna do for you? The leadership is great, but you need to build leaders because he's retiring soon. You're not getting to play the way that you plan to play. So you're just kind of plugging a hole and you're not plugging it to win a Prem. So unless you're plugging it to win a Champions League, what are you doing? So I'm never going to say no to Thiago Silva at the club, but I don't really want to see Thiago Silva starting games at Chelsea. It's kind of pointless, in my opinion. I'd love to have him at the club. Yeah, like a defensive coach or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. But to go and play a low block now to compromise for a 40-year-old is just ridiculous. It doesn't make no sense. But yeah, if that's the guy coming in to steer the ship in the background, then you can't say no. Great guy to learn off. But we ain't doing that, so there's no point talking about it because we don't sign players of that age. Maybe on a free, maybe they'll say yeah, but I'm pretty sure even Thiago Silva called out this ownership when he was here and he did an interview for Chelsea TV or Chelsea's app. And I remember him calling out the recruitment and the ownership. So I don't think he's going to be coming back here. He's got far too strong opinions on what a top club should be doing to be coming here and doing all that. Cunha's getting himself into some good positions. I think it's partly because Bournemouth are so open, but also he's linking up quite well with the rest of the attack. So there could be a goal in this game for him, to be honest. There definitely could be a goal in this game for him. But yeah, I mean, bro, I knew Bournemouth would be this open, so that's why I knew this was never going to be a snooze fest. This was never going to be boring. Man United were never going to struggle to create chances because Bournemouth, they're just not. And again, I don't know. People want Areola. I don't know if this is, if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but he doesn't change for this type of game, and no, he's going to play his way and he's going to try and go toe to toe. The amount of ex-footballers you have are great. So that could be good backroom staff, could help. Would you go for Gurhi in January? I feel like he's not too old for our model. No, he's not. He's I think he's 25, so he's literally just on the edge, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, if it was me, I would go for him. And I would, in turn, that would mean that I would sell Tosin, Disasi, and I would sell Badiashile. I would sell all three of them if I was looking at Gurhi. I wouldn't keep any of them. My defense would then be Colwell, Fofana, Josh, Chalobah, Gurhey, for the next 2 years potentially. But I don't think he would prioritize coming to us personally. Here's Dallo trying to get the shot off, blocked. Trying to get the shot off and blocked. I don't want Rudiger. Rudiger is not what he was. I've seen enough times now. Rudiger is not what he was. And he's also got injury issues as well. Hato's a backup left back, bro. At this point, that's not a great defense. It might not be world class, but I think Colwell at that point you have to trust him to kick on. You have to trust Josh to kick on. You have to trust even Mark Gurhey, who's entering his prime in his late 20s and leadership qualities and all. You kick on, you know. You don't have to sign defenders that are world class, but they need to then grow and become world class, right? Gabriel, when he signed for Arsenal, he wasn't world class. He signed from Lille. He was a good defender. Maybe some will say a very good defender. He had potential, but he wasn't world class. Now he's world class. When Chelsea signed Rudiger from Roma, he was not world class. You know, he was dropping clangers at Chelsea at some games, but then he became world class under Tuchel and went to Real Madrid. And there's endless other examples. So when you're buying centre backs, yeah, you want to get Bastoni or you want to do this and that. What you're not always gonna, you know, centre back's not really the position you can necessarily always buy world class. Sometimes you gotta invest in them just before they become it, and the hindsight's got to be there. And then you get your rewards. But I don't. Yeah, I mean, if Fofana can stay fit and he's playing week in week out, he's shown ridiculous levels in the last couple of games. He's 5 clean sheets in the last 6. So I think that 5 that I just named, if you can't get 2 world class defenders out of those 5, you know, in the next 2-3 years, then boy, I don't know. I think something's wrong. I think you can get it. I think you can get it, man. You got Colwell there, you got Fofana there, Mark Gurhey and Josh. I don't think Chalobah will ever be world class, personally, but I think the other 4, there's potential. So, you know, you gotta invest. Yeah, I would like that. I would like that as a 5. I think you've got quite a lot there. You've got 2 defenders, 3 defenders that can play on the left, 3 defenders that can play on, or 4 defenders that can play on the right. Pace, good on the ball. Yeah, man. I think that's actually a good 5. Yeah, he might not be the same. He might. And that's why I've changed my mind and I probably would get Gurhey, because you don't know if Colwell's going to be the same. So if you wanted to just absolutely bulletproof, you know, the potential that he takes a long time to come back from the injury, then you go and get someone like Mark Gurhey just to you know, kind of safeguard yourself from being short. Mark Gurhey, because that's who was suggested to me, bro. I don't really have many names, to be honest, in that position right now. I don't have many names that are realistic. Bournemouth are in possession at the moment, just passing it around the back. Ake, ugh, are you mad? Ake's mad injury prone. I don't want Ake. You must be crazy. No. I don't think you can put Murillo over Gurhey right now. No. Oh, what a save! That's a big save. That's a big chance for Bournemouth. Boy, that was a chance. Probably maybe should have taken it. They're working it on this right-hand side. Ball comes in. Header. Oh, straight at the keeper. It's a really good cross, and he's just got to try and direct it. But he can't. And then even then, it still bounces off his knee anyway on the rebound. Christensen. People love getting off former players, don't they? I saw Kanate. Boy, no chance. Especially, again, his age just rules him out. No chance that's happening. And he's been shocking this season as well. Can we take Romero? Never going to happen, but he was on my list in the summer. He was one of my top targets, but it's never going to happen. I think did he sign a new deal? I think he did. I think he signed a new deal, so... 30 minutes gone. 30 minutes gone. Let me just voice note Steve back, actually. May as well. I'd take him as a defensive coach, bro. But I wouldn't take him to start games because it's counterproductive. If you're not going to be able to win the league short term or win the Champions League short term, which you could maybe, but he's 40 years old. You're going to have to low block it. You can't press up the pitch. Now you become a very counter-attacking type team, or, you know, possessionally can't keep it. It's just too polar opposite to what we're currently doing. It's very, very short term for very little gain, apart from learning. But you're not winning trophies, big trophies with it. So what's the point? But you signed Di Michele's under Pellegrini. Bruh, I don't remember Di Michele's being very good for Man City, but you'll know better than me. He's saying he wouldn't have won that league without him. Maybe my memory of Di Michele's at Man City is funky. Was Di Michele's a big reason as to why Man City won the league under Pellegrini? I'm trying to think. Who's playing under Pellegrini? Company would have played next to who? Otamendi? Was it not Otamendi? Surely Otamendi was in that team. I don't remember Di Michele's being a starter at City at any point. Maybe behind the scenes he did a madness, but I don't remember him being a starter. And there was someone else as well. Remember when Man City signed Mangala from Porto? And he was highly rated. And he came in and did nothing. He was awful at City. I think he was French. Yeah, I know Di Michele's won the league, but was he important? Nastasic, shout. I remember the Serbian left-footed defender. Yes, I remember. Yes. He was very young, wasn't he, at City? I remember him. Yeah. Mangala was poor. Lescott. That's what I'm saying. It was Lescott, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm blurring the lines between Pellegrini and who won the league? I swear someone else won the league. Who is it? Mancini. That's it. Mancini. I'm blurring the lines a little bit between Pellegrini and Mancini. But yeah, Lescott was there. Lescott was there as well. So yeah, there's quite a few centre-backs in that period I'm thinking of right now. Yeah. Lescott. See, Lescott was good. Lescott, you can say, actually contributed very, very significantly next to Company, you know? I'm not sure about Di Michele's. I can't remember. I remember him pretty much being a squaddy. Anyway, 33 minutes gone. Semenyo is dispossessed, quite cheaply given the ball away. Man United looking to counter with Ahmad on this right-hand side. It's 2v3. Mbeumo in the box, probably going alone. Oh, my days. Ahmad nearly just went all the way to the end by himself. His shot got blocked in the end, but it was brilliant skill to get in between the defenders. If he could have pulled that shot off, that would have been a mad run. Would have been a very, very mad run. Kolarov on the left. Yeah. Kolarov and Gel Clichy used to kind of share the minutes a little bit on that left-back position. And then right back, it was Zabaleta, Mikel Richards backup. Yeah, that was it. Man City have signed some strange players over that period, man. Remember them signing Jack Rodwell from Everton? Everybody thought Jack Rodwell was going to be something. He just turned into an injury-prone player at Man City and didn't really kick on. Then I think he went to Sunderland. He was banging in some nice long shot against Man United at Goodison Park, and everybody was thinking, yo, what's this Rodwell kid saying? Nothing happens. Bakary Sagna, yeah. Yeah, Man City signed bare different players over that period. Negredo, I always remember Negredo as well, Spanish striker. That's another one that they had. They had like 4 strikers on the go at Man City. All of those campaigns, they had like amalgamation of Edin Dzeko, Negredo, Tevez, Aguero, Balotelli. Obviously, Joe at the very beginning with Robinho and I don't know if Samras was. No, Samras wasn't there. Someone else. Jesus Navas, yeah. Wilfred Boney, yes, from Swansea under Brennan Rodgers. Yes, Wilfred Boney was another one, man. Scott Sinclair as well. Now we're talking about Swansea. Oh, what a chance from Mbeumo. Mbeumo should score. He should score, hit the target, man. That's a massive chance. Roque Santa Cruz, yes, another one at Man City. Bro, that's what I'm saying. You know how many players Man City went through in this period? It was a madness. Bro, Sky Sports News was just Man City signing player after player after player. It was so entertaining. It was crazy. But yeah, Scott Sinclair's another one. Nasri. Craig Bellamy. Yo, Craig Bellamy is serious nostalgia. Do you remember that game at Old Trafford, the 4-3 win? Michael Owen with the late winner at the end in extra Fergie time, and Mark Hughes on the bench losing his mind. Bellamy cooked Rio in that game. Cooked him. Absolutely cooked him. Jovetic. Oh, yeah. From, was he from Montenegro, I think? Yeah. That's what, bro, I'm telling you. Man City archives is fun. Very fun archives. You got to go back and look at crazy archives in there. That was a great game at Old Trafford, man. I remember that game. That was quality. I think Darren Fletcher scored in that game as well. Here's Bournemouth. Boy, can they get an equaliser before half-time just to spice this up? Oh, that's an opening. Oh, my days, the touch. The touch is off. The touch is off. Oh, my God. The touch, man. You're in. You're in. There's openings on for both teams in this game, you know, to get a goal. Both teams are open. Both teams are open, man. There's opportunity here. .37 minutes gone. Here's Mason Mount. Man United will be wanting to get this second goal. They've had opportunities and openings. Mbeumo's kind of playing on the left a lot. He's appearing on the left-hand side a lot. Yeah, that kind of period of Arsenal selling players to Man City was dark. You know, you're looking at Nasri, you're looking at Bakary Sagna, you're looking at Clichy, you're looking at Adebayor. I don't know if I'm forgetting someone else. Kolo Touré. I don't know if he went straight from Arsenal to City. I feel like he probably maybe did. That was a nasty period, man. That was a nasty period for Arsenal fans. I can't lie. Them man were just, bro, them man were supplying them, bro. Them man were supplying them on a regular basis. Every single summer, they were just supplying, and there was plenty of demand. Player after player going from the Emirates over to the Etihad. It was crazy. And you have to remember, Man City are still newly establishing themselves at this point. So you're thinking, yo, is the tide turning here? What's going on here? It's mad. Got like a good 4 or 5 players out of them. I remember Lampard at City, yeah, I do. Thankfully, it didn't really do any damage to us because we won the league that season, didn't we? But I think I remember... No, did we not? I don't think we... No, we didn't. No, wait. Hold on. Who won the league that season? No, it was us. It was us. I think Lampard scored against us, but that was Jose Mourinho's season, right? Yeah, I think so. He scored against us, but I'm pretty sure... I'm sure we won the league that season. Lampard didn't win the league at City, I don't think. My shit's bugging. Oh, my God. As it's bugging... Semenyo has equalised. Bro, I'm trying to get this thing going again, and Semenyo has equalised for Bournemouth. I just see this brother wheeling away in celebration. I said I need a goal before halftime just to get things going again. Make it a little bit more spicy, would you please? Yeah? And I'm looking at this. Semenyo's been playing very central in this game for a lot of it, but they just out-muscled Man United in that corner. Semenyo just gets it, runs. No one closed him down. You can make a case to say, heaven, can you get out to Semenyo quicker? They got barged off the ball. I think it was Dallo that got barged. The guy that's so good, you know what I mean? But Semenyo, when you got someone like that who's running at your goal, you got to take care of him as the priority, man, and make sure that he's the one that you go to. Yeah, you might leave someone else free, but Semenyo is getting goals this season. You can't let him run towards your goal like that. Size up the shot. He's hit the post and in, super clinical. Someone's got to get out to Semenyo quicker, man. I know there was mistakes made in the corner when they got barged off the ball and it was pretty weak. I don't know if it's between a mixture of Dallo and Shaw, but Semenyo running at your goal and you ain't closing him down. Nah, it's crazy work. Crazy work from Manchester United. 1-1. Brilliant. Perfect timing. It's exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. Because, you know, we want to see something unpredictable today. We want to see something interesting for the big six. We don't want just Toby to get cooked. Let's cook two people. You know what I mean? Let's have two people to cook. So, yeah, because right now it's just Tobes. You know what I mean? It's not really enough. I'm hungry. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what? You're right. I should give someone... Yeah, you're right. You make a very good point. You make a very good point.
Hey, I tried to call you to say ceasefire, bro.
Nah, fuck that.
So you want to call me, eh? Is this what you're doing right now?
Well, you know...
Have you gone early though? Have you gone early?
I'm not even going. I'm just letting you know that I'm active and I'm here. That's all it is. This is just a I am here. This is just let them know you're there phone call.
Let me tell you this right now. You're lucky. I think I've deleted it. I had the clip of you going mad. I had the clip of you crying.
It's a let them know you're there phone call. That's it. It's just you just let them know you're there.
Someone slapped somebody. Hold on. What am I looking at? Somebody's been slapped.
Who's fighting?
Have you seen it at your end? You might be ahead of me, bro. Talk to me.
Hold on. Hold on. But is it one of your players? I don't even know.
No, one of theirs, bro.
Okay. Well, you better be careful because if Man United player gets sent off right now, it's a long day for you.
This is shameless, bro. So, shameless.
Shameless from who?
I say we do ceasefire, bro.
Brother, shameless from who? I'm just here to let you know I'm there. It's just a little nudge. That's all it is.
No, but I'm just saying, don't you feel like we should have a ceasefire?
Brother, it's just a bit of contact. It's just to say, yo, I'm here, man marking, you know what I mean? And I'm watching today and that's it. Just so you are aware that if you concede again, just know I'm around. You know what I mean? Just know I'm out here. That's it. Don't worry about it, man. It's nothing.
And you know what? Stop this narrative. I hate when you go to shows.
Yo, guys, KG never picks up his phone, guys. Just remember that. He never picks up his phone.
Shut the hell up.
Guys, don't forget it. I'm going to keep saying it wherever I go. I might even say it on shows that don't even make sense. He never picks up his phone, guys. Just remember that. This is a new thing that I'm starting. I'm going to make sure everybody in the community knows this all around YouTube. This guy doesn't pick up his phone when his team's losing. Just remember that, yeah? He's always in Saudi or he's doing the boxing, he's doing the acting, he's doing all the different things, the comedian thing, the shows. He's not around. He's not around, you know? There's people are saying he misses best of enemies when Man United lose. This is what the community are saying. It's got nothing to do with me. This is just what people are saying. It's not really me, you know, starting these rumors. It's just the people. I'm just here, innit? That's it. I'm just here. I don't mean no harm. I'm just here. I'm just here, and that's it. You know, that's it. At the end of the day, so you know. Bournemouth are all over you. It looks like half-time coming at a good time for Manchester United, it would appear. Half-time coming at a good time. But it was a good save from your keeper. I think it may have taken a little deflection off him, Buemo. Yeah, massive deflection from Travernier's shot. Like I said at the start of the game, Bournemouth got good players, man. You know, it's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be close. Bournemouth got good players. I know they're not in form, but you can pick out a good 3, 4, 5 players there that you got to keep a very close eye on. So, yeah, it's they were always going to have their spell. And I think Man United had more than enough of this first half to say, okay, we should have gone 2-0 up. But you didn't. And you leave yourself open to Bournemouth getting back into the game because they're going to have moments because they've got good players. So it's such a routine type first half that I've seen so many times in this league where you don't take your chances, game sways. You know, that's why you have to be clinical in this league. Got to be clinical. They got injuries and suspensions. Who? Bournemouth. Let me take a look. I didn't even look at their injuries, to be honest. A couple players missing in Man United's defence. Yeah, they got a couple players out, like Ryan Chrissy and Lewis Cook suspended. But I'm not saying they don't miss those guys, but I feel like in the positions that those guys are out, they got players to come in. You know what I mean? Like they're not bare in terms of replacements in those positions. I can see good quality coming in. Mbeumo, you have to hit that. Oh, he's not hit it. He's not hit it, and it was there to be hit. It's there to be hit. Here's Mount, ball in, it's decent ball in. Diallo, he's gone for it. He's contested for it. Yeah. Nearly half time. I don't want it to be a draw. I'd like a Bournemouth win. Call me greedy, but I feel like we can do better than this Bournemouth. You know what I mean? We could definitely get a win here. You know. I don't want to be greedy, but like I said, I ain't eating much today. I'm kind of hungry. I'm a hungry guy. I think Man United can nick it as well. It's just it can easily go their way. You know. They only play once a week, so it's not like as if you're expecting tired legs in the second half if you're Man United. So, yeah, you know, it's going to be interesting. Do you guys like my little tree? I have my big tree. I have my little tree. But my little tree is for a big pod. That's all I'm going to say. It's for a big bloody pod, yeah? So that's why it's there. Saeed in the chat? No, it can't be. Can't be. He can't be there. He's at the game. He's focused on the game. Nope, no hints. You're not getting a single hint, mate. Yeah, sorry. I apologize, but that's just the rules, you know, with this one. You just got to wait for them. Oh, golazo! Oh, my goodness. Petrovic. What is going on in that goal of yours? Honestly, Casemiro gets the goal. Let me give you some clarity on what's happened. Casemiro at the back post on the set piece, the corner. It doesn't look like great defending again from Bournemouth. I'm not going to lie. Everybody's scrambling all over the shop. Some people are saying VAR in the chat. I don't really want to say VAR because I'm not expecting it. But Petrovic, he doesn't look happy with himself. I'm looking at it again. Ball comes in. Don't get me wrong. It's a good corner. It's a very, very good corner. But Petrovic, you've got to save that. You know, it's a man-marking job. A little bit of a block by Yoro to give Casemiro a yard and help him get away from his man. So then they change markers. It's not great from the defenders, but at the same time, if you're the defenders and Casemiro even does get the header from that angle, you're thinking your goalkeeper's going to save that. For Petrovic there, that is literally ridiculous. That is so poor. The more you watch it, the worse it gets. It's terrible goalkeeping. Absolutely shocking goalkeeping. It's not a mad powerful header. It's not at a weird height. It's near post. You just got to get your body behind it, and that's it. And he's just let it go through him. Shocking goalkeeping. The more you watch it, the worse it gets. And that's the best way to describe it. 2-1 to Manchester United. Shocking. Bournemouth, They work hard to get back in the game. They score at a very good time. And then, what a waste. They just go and concede again, you know. That was Onana-esque. If you're a Man United fan, you know Onana very well. That was exactly what that was. It was all very Onana. Bournemouth out wide. Can they even get an equaliser again? They got one chance, ball coming in, headed away. It should really be half-time, but the ball's still in a dangerous area. It's getting cleared. Still with Bournemouth, and the referee hasn't blown, and the ball's coming into the box. Bournemouth again. Can they keep this attack alive? No, it's done. Yeah, it's done. At the moment, it's looking like Man United are going to go 5th, but we'll have to see. Half-time, plenty of time. But at the moment, Bournemouth defensively, when they do get, you know, asked to do something, they do it very badly, very poorly. So, I don't know. I'm not, with the way Petrovic is playing today, I'm not really that confident in Bournemouth at this point. The amount of goals this guy's going to ship, they're going to have to retaliate with just so many goals themselves. It's just the goalkeeper's having an absolute mare. But those are the benches on screen if you want to make substitutions in your head. But me, personally, I don't really see any need for substitutions, apart from maybe hooking Petrovic, but I don't really know the goalkeeper on the Bournemouth side. Let me quickly get some. Get some water as well. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wow. That's cheeky. That's very cheeky, man. Fuck. Damn. Damn, bro. Chat. Look, chat, bro. Chat. Look at this. Ah, damn, bro. Damn, chat. Damn, I'm in trouble. Damn, I'm in trouble. All right, so let me explain to you what happened. This has been done out of spite. Let's just make that clear, all right? This and the hot chocolate with the marshmallows and the cupcake. It's just doing too much now, and there's only one reason for it. It's not out of love. It's out of hate. Now, let me explain to you what happened. Let me, because it's not really my fault, but at the same time, I'm gonna say that it can't really be anybody else's fault. Now, I had a nightmare last night, and it's very rare that I have nightmares. You know, no one dreams at this age or has nightmares. We just sleep. It's just darkness, black, and then we wake up, really. It's what happens in your late 20s when you become an unk. You don't have the energy to dream. So I had a nightmare. And to be honest, when I have a nightmare at this point, I'm actually quite happy about it because it just tells me that my brain is still functioning. You know, you have the creativity and the capacity to still think. So fair play to you. It was actually quite entertaining. I knew I wasn't, you know, I wasn't going to die or anything. So it's not the end of the world. I wake up and I say, shut the fuck up. Just off rip, I say shut the fuck up. But you know when you wake up from a nightmare, you tend to finish off the job. You know what I mean? Whatever's happening in a nightmare, you wake up, you might say something that you don't mean, I don't know. It's just a continuation of a nightmare for a few seconds. Then you snap out of it and you realize you're awake. But I didn't realize I was going to say shut the fuck up to the offended party. And it's an accident, you know. It's not like I meant what I said. I was saying it to the person in the nightmare, but you just happened to be there. Now you're offended, and it's what can you do? You know, what can you do? It happens. It happens. So yeah, what can you do? Can't do nothing really. You know. It wasn't even really me that said it. What can you do? You're right. It was a flashback of some of our fixtures this season that got me got me angry, you know what I mean? Saying shit that I don't mean. Is Saeed in the chat? Oh, he is. Oh, Saeed's in the chat. Well, yeah, Saeed, I'm not going to say hype. I'm going to say intrigue. I'm going to say interest. I'm going to say curiosity. We didn't hype him. We just wanted to see him because Sanchez is so bad last season to the point where he got dropped for over a month that we were curious about what was going on outside of the realms of Chelsea. Who else was signed and occupied? Who else had been under our, institution? We were just interested. We were interested. We're not saying it's a solution, but we want to see if it can be, not part of the problem. Now it appears we may have misjudged, and that's fine. He's not with us, he's with Bournemouth now, and it's for them to deal with, what an acquisition this is turning out to be. I said I was going to keep a close eye on him this season, and I have, and I am fine. I am fine with the decision that they made in the summer we move. I'm not even going to ring him because I'm sure the Old Trafford, if they've got rodents running around and a leaky roof, they're not going to have Wi-Fi, guys. Let's be reasonable here. Let's not troll, poor Jamal and Saeed and, whoever he is today. Old Trafford isn't a nice, new, polished place. So they're not probably got any Wi-Fi. So let's not poke the bear. Let's just leave them to it, It's half time anyway. It is what it is. Chewed wires is crazy. Chewed wires is absolutely insane. But yeah, Petrovic has thrown it away. Thrown it away in that first half. Shocking. Absolutely shocking goalkeeping. And I haven't really got much more else to say because I can't sit here and say that Man United don't deserve to be slightly ahead, 2-1 leading, because they've had opportunities themselves. They've just not taken all of them. So it is a bit of luck maybe that the goalkeeper's as bad as he is, but Man United have had opportunities to score anyway. So what can you do? What can you do? People are saying let's not talk about stadiums. By your logic, we've only had, since 2003 to kind of fix that because we're so irrelevant before that, whereas you guys, you've been big your whole life. So why are you struggling? I just think you're the biggest club in the world. So because of the fact that you're the biggest club in the world, surely you should have the best stadium in the world. That's just my opinion, That's just if it's me personally, that's my logic to the, I'm thinking surely the biggest club in the world got the best stadium in the world, but that's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good half. It's been a very good half. Very entertaining. Very, very entertaining. Like I thought it would be. There's going to be goals. I can't remember my Big Six prediction, which is irking me because I think I said Man United 2-1. And if I did, as much as I would love a little Bournemouth winner, or a draw just to upset the apple cart, I wouldn't also mind a correct score because I'm trying to make sure I don't do any forfeits next summer. Because I nearly lost my life last summer, and it's not a joke. It's only going to get worse from here. So it's actually a battle for survival, literally. Not survival, relegation battle, ha ha, he, we're going to the championship. No, this is literally survival. We may lose our lives if we finish bottom. That's how crazy the challenges are getting. So I need points, man. Let's go through the chat. There's more goals in this game for sure. Yeah, I think if I did say 2-1, I have a bad feeling that there's far too much time on the clock for that to be the case. There's definitely got to be more goals, man. Did I say 1-1? Okay, well then I'm cooked anyway. I can't remember. Building a 100k seater stadium ain't easy, but you wouldn't know, would you? No, I wouldn't. Nobody would in this country because no one's ever done it. So good luck to you. You know what I mean? I hope you crack on with that now and get it done with all of your wealth and access to resources. You know what I mean? Considering Betty and Pamela lost their jobs for absolutely no reason, so you can go build a 100k seater stadium. But anyway, making people redundant on all sorts. It's just none of my business. It's none of my business. You know, you guys just crack on there with your little circus tent, AI little artistic plans and that. You know, I'm sure it'll get built in no time. I'm looking forward to this construction. You know what I mean? I'm looking. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's getting built soon. You know what I mean? Just like the HS2 is getting built up to Leeds and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, this country will get it built fast, man. We're really good with the construction in this country. We'll get it done super quickly and super cheap. Yeah, I'm sure it won't put you in debt for the next decade at all. Mm. Oh, why am I so hostile? Bro, I'm hostile to everyone. Stop doing this. You guys know what it is. I'm hostile to all of you. Yeah? Just haven't spoken to Man United for a while. It's been a while. You know what I mean? I've kind of been busy. I've had a lot to deal with. You know what I mean? There's a serious problem at the top of the league that I've been focusing on. Liverpool, I've been focusing on. I haven't really had time, but I've got time today. You know, sometimes you say you got time today. Today I got time. Today I got time, and you're winning. So, yeah, what can you do, man? What can you do? You got to find some joy somewhere because you lot are winning this game at the moment. And if Petrovic keeps playing around the way he is, then this result is only going one way. It's only going one way. Man United haven't lost a game leading at half time. Is that this season? Is that what are we talking here? What's the time parameters going? What's going on there? What's going on? We talking Old Trafford ever? What's the time period? What's the time frame? You know? Yeah. Ever. Jesus. Seriously, ever. As in ever, you know. You know when ever. Is that what you mean by that? Or you mean ever as in like Premier League ever? Or do you mean like First Division ever? Because that's a long time if you're saying First Division ever. You know what I mean? That's a madness. Must be Premier League ever. It can't be First Division ever. Man said ever. Damn. Well then, let's try and ruin it. Well, this could be a perfect day. Breaking records. You know what I mean? It's not the first time Ruben Almarin's broken a record. So come on, man. Find it in your heart and soul to break another record, because that's insane. That's a mad record. That is a crazy, crazy record. I'm going to read this comment because I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to say this and just think that you're going to blend in with the rest of the chat, because there's thankfully over 1,000 people here. So, you know, no, I'm going to read it. So you know, I'm going to read it so you know that you can always be spotted. I don't want you to ever feel like you can get lost in here in this community, like you can't be seen, you can't be heard. I want you to feel like you're here with us, and anything you say will be held against you. So I'm not going to read out your username because I'm going to give you the grace, all right? But you said, anyone else get bricked up seeing the Cole Palmer JD ads? What's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? You know, if I could be asked, I'd get the side camera out, because it's one of those ones. It's a side camera comment. It's a side camera comment. It is. But the side camera's off. And I just thought, why not just address it to the people? You know, there's no need to have a word with you over there. We could just talk directly to you today. Oh, man, it's too funny. Bro really thought he could just throw that in there and no one would say a word. I know he thought he'd be fine. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to know that you're not. I ain't even seen the JD ads, actually. I have no idea what you're even talking about, I'll be honest. But I'm guessing it's Christmas, and yeah, he's probably done loads of billboard stuff. That was hilarious. All right, cool. Second half. Second half is coming up soon. So, as much as I would like Bournemouth to get something out of this, because I don't really want to be level on points with United, ideally, but really, I just want goals. More goals, more entertainment. To be honest, that's the main thing. Let's put this. I wonder if does anybody think we're going to have 5 spots again in the Premier League for Champions League football? Because maybe everybody's making it, you know. And we don't need to be arguing, Man United fans. Maybe we're both just going to get the spots and then 4th and 5th and then everybody's good. 3rd, you know, because Liverpool are not exactly nailed on for this either. But yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I'm looking at it right now. I'm thinking to myself, I feel like if you get it, you should be more likely to keep getting it because you have more teams involved, right? So your chances, your percentages, your odds of getting it should be higher because we've literally got 5 teams in the competition this season. So it's a weird system where the more you get it, the more you should get it, you know? So we shouldn't really not be getting it with 5 teams unless someone's going to disgrace us. Which could be any of us, you know, apart from Arsenal. Any of us could really disgrace ourselves. But, you know, you'd like to think that we should be fine, considering we've got so many teams in it. And then, of course, you've got Villa, and you've got Palace, and you've got Forest, and you've got, you know, you've got so many teams in Europe. There's so many points that can be accumulated here. It's ridiculous. It's never been seen before how many points we can get. So, yeah, you'd like to think we should be doing it. All right, I hope that timer's not off because I was a bit slow on the reaction, but it is the second half, and Man United have kicked off, and it is hopefully going to be just as entertaining as the first, which it was. Very good first half. Yeah, Europa League and Conference League do count as well. It's all European clubs. Oh, yes! Yes! It's the perfect way to start the second half. Bournemouth, Evanilson has equalised immediately, emphatically. People on the ground. Dallow's fallen to his knees. No one cares, lad. You know what I mean? No one cares. It's 2-2, and Bournemouth have risen from their ruins thanks to Evanilson, the Brazilian. You know what I mean? This is wonderful. What a wonderful way to restart the game. Man United fans are barely back in their seats. Their backsides are barely seated, and they are already pulled back to a 2-2. This is brilliant. What a game. This is what you call football. I don't know why there's gaps in your defense, but there's gaps. There's gaps. Heaven's obviously playing in the middle. Yoro, I don't know. Evanilson's found a space in between them two, and it's a really good finish, by the way. Left foot, it's right in the corner. It's the second time they've hit a shot off the post and in. Proper accuracy on the finishing today from Bournemouth. Keeper's flat-footed. He's getting absolutely nowhere near that. And they are cleaning up after Petrovic's mess with that one. 2-2, and they're back in this game. That's as good as it gets. And that record of yours about making sure that you win every game or you never lose after halftime leads, well, we might just fuck it up. We might just mess it up today, won't we? Hopefully. I wouldn't mind. I never knew about the record, and now that I know about it, I'm very intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued. That wouldn't be a bad clip. You know what I mean? I'm not a clipper. But there's clippers out there, and that's not a bad clip. They're forever and ever and ever, yeah? We'll see about that, sunshine. Forever and ever, yeah? Okay. Well, we got work to do, man. We got work to do. We need to score again. Let's see if Bournemouth can do something. The room is blue. The room is blue. Wasn't Saeed trying to call you? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't call Saeed at the game, man, because I'm assuming that he's busy with his mates. And it's bad, noisy, and yeah, it's just mad. I don't really call people when they're at games. It's too noisy. The reception's too bad. It's just, I save it for the big six. I want to see him on the big six anyway, you know. Let's just save it. There's no rush. All right, free kick for Bournemouth. It's a good position. Let's see if they can do something with it. It's a very young and then / injury prone back three for Man United. So I don't know how much cohesion and chemistry is in there, but You'd like to think aerially you could get at them, maybe. Because it's such a young pairing with Heaven and Yoro. It's maybe not the strongest physically until they bulk out or they get older. Bournemouth just launching it constantly. Evan Nilsson. Why has Yoro allowed that ball to bounce? He does get it clear in the end. But Bournemouth will get some confidence from that. But again, Man United will know that goalkeeper, boy, you get some shots off and anything can go in at this moment. So this is a great game, man. This is like a good old potential 3-3, 4-4 the way it's been going. Terrible touch, Casemiro gives the ball away. If you could just release the damn striker, we might actually have a goal here. Hey, where are you going, brother? Whoa! Big tackle, Casemiro, because that run was just going on and on and on. It was looking like it was never going to end. And Bournemouth, I mean, I thought he should have released it, but he just kept going and going. I thought, hey, hold on a second. Maybe he's got a plan here. And Casemiro's on a yellow now, which is not good because, of course, Tavernier and Semenyo picking up the ball in the pockets, it's just not going to be, it's not going to help in terms of shielding that defense. Maybe Agate's going to end up coming on around the 60, 65-minute mark to try and put fresh legs in there, even though he has been an awful signing for United. But yeah, he had to take the yellow there. It was purely a tactical foul, but he is on a booking. And now Man United are seriously weaker in that midfield for it. Really good run from Tavernier, though. And a free kick in a very good position. And I'll be honest, I've seen net ripple from here before. This looks very appetizing. This looks very appetizing, I can't lie. I'm gonna update the timer. Yeah, it's a bit off. I'll sort it. Let me see if there's anything from this free kick, and then once the game gets a bit settled, I'll update. But I am slightly ahead the timer. This is a madness. Yeah, every time we do this, yeah, I know. I can't believe it either. Can't win at Old Trafford for the life of it. Here's Tavernier. Oh! Ah, Tavernier! You just knew it! You just knew it! You just knew it! You knew it! There was something there for him. I said it. The net's rippled from here before. He's a baller. He's a very damn well good player. Manchester United, we're talking about 3-2 down at Old Trafford. Just 6 minutes after half-time. They said forever and ever and ever. Well, fuck your forever and evers. You are holding corn at Old Trafford now. And your record is in the mud, hopefully, at the end of this game. This is looking very nice. 1984, they said. 1984. Oh, listen. Bournemouth are coming for this record. They got too many attacking options, man. Tavernier, he's just whipped it. And I don't know, at this point, maybe your goalkeeper, we need to speak about him as well. The two keepers today, they're letting things through them. This is mad. I love it. I love it. What a finish. What a celebration. Oh, yeah, we're here, man. We're here. I asked you guys yesterday, should I be doing this watch along? You man said, pull up. Pull up. And we're here. We're here, man. And we're enjoying. This is wonderful. I'm hungry. This is fantastic. They're saying cool KG. Nah, I'm gonna leave it, you know. I'm gonna leave it until the end. I don't want to push my luck, you know what I mean? Don't just let this play out, man. Because I think Bournemouth can score a fourth. I'm not even playing around right now. I'm locked in. I think Bournemouth can get a fourth. I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done. Bournemouth look very hungry. Bro, balls. Hey, listen, they're in the They're saying call him now. They're saying call him now. It's like they're not even asking, they're telling me. The chat is not asking, they're telling me. They said, don't even think about.
Sorry, there's a bigger YouTuber calling. Matisse, how may I help you?
I'm a humble boy. I don't know about bigger or anything else, but I'm just here to check on you. How are you doing today, sir? Because you are quite the fellow, aren't you? You got quite the chat when you're calling. What's going on with you? What are you saying? What are you saying, kilograms?
Wicked.
What are you saying, huh? What are you telling me? Hair.
Oh my God.
Hey.
This is my life,
Hey, we gonna get you on a flight to Turkey. We gonna get you some new hair. We gonna get you going again, yeah? This is not the end. This is just the beginning, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got sponsorships for you. We got something for you. Hair follicles will be there. We will be there, yeah? Don't worry about it. I was only just getting started. Fuck's sake. I was about to come for Ted Lasso and everything. I was about to stick it on him, fam. This extra walking, bald, fucking, hair follicle-less dickhead. I was about to stick it on him. This brother hung up the phone. Where you going? Where you going, bro? What the hell you think you're doing? I wasn't finished. Oh, my God. Nah, this guy, bro. This guy. 54 minutes gone. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. But I must say, I'm enjoying myself. Oh, my God. What a lovely evening this has turned out to be. This is a madness. This is a madness. I was just starting my engine. And this brother took the key out of the ignition. I was just starting my engine. I was just revving. You know, I was just starting to rev up. God damn, I was just revving up. Oh, no. This is brilliant. What is going on? What is going on? Wow. We got a lot of time left, but you know what? We got a lot of time left, which is in your favor for a goal. But bro, I'm telling you, Bournemouth, they don't look like that they're gonna stop at 3. They look like they can get another. They really do. And even your goalkeeper now, I'm starting to look at him and think, hold on a second. The first 2 goals, fair. Very, very difficult. Right in the corner, very close proximity. But the third, I don't know. I need to watch it back. But I think you got to be doing something about that one. I think you got to be doing something about it. But it's interesting. Big Steve is laughing. He's laughing his head off. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, we gonna need this one. I need to talk about Bruno. No, I'm not gonna talk about Bruno. I'm done talking about Bruno. Bruno is pointless now. Bruno is just Bruno. I'm done talking about Bruno. Bruno is Bruno. You know, Bruno is Bruno, and Bruno is going to continue to do what Bruno does. And I don't have the energy anymore for Bruno. Bruno is Bruno. Bruno's Bruno. That's not a conversation I want to be a part of anymore. It's just whatever at this point. We don't talk about... Bro, because the thing is with Bournemouth, yeah, they don't have any chill. They weren't defensive when they were 0-0. They weren't defensive when they were losing. They won't be defensive when they're winning. Bournemouth don't really know how to relax. They just continue to keep doing the same thing and keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So it's one of those things where it's like, if you want any respite and you want to start having some control or start having your period, bro, Bournemouth just... You're going to have to fight them for that, because Bournemouth don't really give a damn. They're not going to get defensive now. They're not going to start, dropping off. They're still looking for the 4th goal. But that means there should still be space for Man United to get their guys in good position. So, yeah, this game is as it was expected to be, man. End to end, chances for both teams, open, and it's just beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to watch. And I wish I'd predicted more goals, but I just said 2-1 and that was it. But or whatever I said. But yeah, there's goals in this, man. There's a lot of goals in this one. Semenyo. Like, even Semenyo, I feel like there's more. Tavernier is having a great game, but there's more from Semenyo. There is absolutely more. You know what I mean? And they've even got some guys on the bench, I believe, in their attack that I'd be wary of as well. But this is a madness, man. What a game. What a game. 5 goals. Boy. Brilliant. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, this is 3v3. Well. If you could have just released that ball, bro. Could you not have released that ball? Even just kick it somewhere, no? That was a 3v3. Bournemouth, man. Because a 4-2 would be crazy. Here's Mbeumo. Bruno Fernandes. He's looking for Diallo. Fair play to Diallo, you know. He does not give up. He's very persistent. But United are playing very risky because it is a 3v3 or something. It's very interesting for Bournemouth if they can get these counterattacks right, because there is a mad 3v3 back there. There's a madness going on back there for Man United, who are pushing people forward and they're leaving themselves just 1v1 with everyone over there. It's brilliant viewing. You got Cliver over there, you got Semenyo over there. It's Evan Nilsson. Tavernier likes to get involved as well. It's a very interesting quartet of attackers. Kobe Maino's coming on. Well. Just when you need a little bit of helping hand, Kobe Maino comes on. Well, this is interesting. He's coming on for Casemiro. I didn't think this would be happening. I knew Casemiro will come off at 60 minutes because he usually does, and he's on a yellow, so it was guaranteed. But I thought it'd be Agate coming on. But he's bringing on Kobe Maino. Kobe Maino's looking at him like, oh, so you need me now, do you? He's looking at, so you need me now, do you? Huh? Kobe Maino getting actual significant minutes. That's how you know he's desperate, because he don't bring on Kobe at this time of the game. Not a chance. Now, let's see what Kobe does. How does he respond? What an opportunity this is. He's sick for that. Did he not come out in the press conference before this game talking about, oh, these players that I keep giving opportunities to, they're not ready. Can't you see what this guy's doing at Sheffield United? Can't you see what this guy's doing in the under-21s? Can't you see this and that and the third? I could have swore that was him. And I've seen a lot of Man United fans are starting to turn on him even after that presser, because he doesn't get it, you know? He doesn't get it. I'll be honest, if you're a Man United manager and you don't like taking those risks and giving academy graduates that kind of roll of the dice, it does feel very un-United to me, based upon what I've seen growing up. You need to have a little bit more of that wild roll of the dice about you as a Man United manager. I think if you're not willing to take those risks, then maybe the talent's not there, because to be fair, Man United's academy is not exactly producing what it was. You know, in the last couple of years, I don't think your academy's really doing a madness right now. Obviously, Heaven's come from Arsenal, I believe. The striker that he was talking about came from Arsenal as well. Dallo signed from Atalanta, I believe, and then loaned out to Rangers and Sunderland. So your academy's not producing a madness. It's only Kobe Maino, really, but maybe some others that I don't know about. But yeah, it's interesting. Man said a Kobe Maino own goal. Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The academy is one of the core things at United, regardless of what other fans think. Going against that is criminal. Facts. I agree. There's certain pillars of a club that you need to align with to be in charge of that club. I think, you know, are you United coded? You know, a United coded manager or a Chelsea coded player or whatever. You know, I think there's certain ethos and certain history and certain intangibles that you need to be able to bring to the table, regardless of how you think you are tactically, because that's the club you're at. The shoe has to fit, you know? The shoe has to fit. When you're walking into man's yard, you have to take off your shoes, you know what I mean? So it's a madness. We have so many, but that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe you do have loads of talented young players coming through, but I don't know about them because he doesn't play any of them. So that's, you know what I mean? So that's the problem, because I actually don't know. I know you had talented players coming through before because they got opportunities and I saw how talented they were. I don't know if it's a talent problem or it's because he's not got the kahunas. Maybe it's the latter, but I don't know too much about your academy right now because I ain't seeing many players coming through, so I don't know what's going on. Here's Mount, now Shaw. I ain't watching the Man United Academy games. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't doing that. Here's Dallow's everywhere for United in regards to the attacking stuff today. He's a constant figure. Here's Dallow. Mount. That's a really good cross from Mount. And if Sesko is in that box, I think it's 3-3. That's a striker's goal right there waiting to happen. You look at Mason Mount. He's running away from play. Beautiful cross. You have to get your head on that. And Cunha's not a striker. But if that's Sesko standing at 6'4", 6'5", that's 3-3. It's bread and butter for a striker. It's a tap-in. Absolute tap-in. Someone's got to be on the end of that. I think he's probably got to bring on Sesko. You're right. I think he needs someone to hit in that box right now. Anyway, let's see what happens. Here's Mainu. Cunha. Oh, good defending. Cunha was going through bodies. Going through bodies, man. Bournemouth, you got a long time left in this game. You better be going for that fourth. You better be going for that fourth. It's way too long in this game. Maybe the manager might need to freshen up some positions. Here's Luke Shaw. I tell you, Amorim is a record breaker. Yeah, 1984, they said. Listen, this manager is all about breaking records. Here's Mount. Cunha. Even Petrovic thinking about trying to let that in there. Look at you. This brother's crazy. I'm not trusting Petrovic with nothing anymore. I'm thinking even that is going in at this point. Look at that. Even that's not even good enough, man. Yo, Petrovic is tapped. He tried to let that in. Nah, get this keeper off. This guy is moving like a criminal. Even then, he nearly let that in. He's barely got a hand on it. It's hit the crossbar and gone over the bar. This man is not comfortable. This guy is not... Look at this guy. Nah. He's not comfortable. Nah, this guy's not comfortable. This guy's nasty today. Nasty. What is going on? He's looking like a liability. It's too weak on the... Look how weak he is on the set pieces. Look at the state of it. Look. Oh, come on. You are not looking good in the light. Under the lights. Goodness me. How am I getting stick for this, by the way? Imagine. Did I sign him? Am I a sporting director? Did I sign this guy? Did I sign Petrovic? Did I sign Jorgensen? But when I say the sporting directors need to be held accountable, you man are like, no, you can't say that. No, you can't say that. No, you just can't say that. But now you're trying to blame me like I'm the one that signed him. Excuse me for wanting to see him play for the club because we signed him. Imagine that. We signed a player and I want to see what he looks like at Chelsea. That's crazy work. Crazy work. Imagine I want to see what we signed. My bad. You know what I mean? These men are crazy over here, chat. Any rivals in the chat, you don't understand how crazy Chelsea is as a club. We sign players, and then when you want to see said players to see why you signed them, they laugh at you. They laugh at you for wanting to see the players that you signed. They said, how dare you want to see him? He's shit. So why did we sign him? Do you know what I mean? It's very backwards over here. So if there's any rivals, you'll have to excuse me because you don't understand how this goes over here. We sign players and then you're not meant to want to see them because they're not for us. They're for profit. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Bro, I was advocating to see him. Yes, because I want to see what he can do. Is that a crime? Is that a crime? I don't know. He's our player. I didn't say we should sign him. That's different. I said we already own him. Can I see him, please? Is that criminal? Hey, shoot me if it is. I don't know. Maybe it's criminal. Maybe it's criminal. I don't know. Anyway, he's not here. And the whole point was that he would be here for competition for Sanchez. Now, unfortunately, Jorgensen is not proving to be competition either. So I know we didn't keep Petrovic, but we signed someone else who's not proven to be good enough for competition either. So who's better, Petrovic or Jorgensen? Who cares? None of them are good enough. Mbeumo's just made a massive miss. He's made a massive, massive miss. Big opportunity. Gone begging. Big miss on the half volley, but it's not really a difficult... For someone of Mbeumo's quality, he should be hitting the target. He should be hitting the target. That's poor. Oh, that's poor from Mbeumo. Wow, that's poor. You expect better from him. He's a good striker of the ball. That's the second time we're saying today he should be hitting the target. He's had some big opportunities today in Mbeumo. He's not taken them. He's had some big opportunities today. It's difficult, had pace. I think it's difficult for a player that's not good or a player that's decent. But Mbeumo is a very good ball striker. Like we saw that last season at Brentford. This guy is a very good striker of the ball. So for him, for his quality, I'm saying it's poor. I'm saying it's poor effort because he's very much capable of hitting that properly. You know, he bangs goals. You know. 20 minutes left. Bournemouth, I'm actually surprised. They're sitting a little bit more than I thought they would. I thought they would sit with maybe 10 minutes to go, but they're sitting the last 10 minutes and going in 20 minutes now. So, 20 minutes left. So, yeah, I mean, let's see if they can get more of the ball. They're struggling. They're trying to counter. Yeah, maybe they're doing it on purpose. They were very open, to be fair, for a lot of the game. So maybe they've actually decided now enough is enough. We're gonna keep conceding more goals if we don't tighten up a little bit. We're actually winning the game now, so let's actually try and tighten up. But I am a little bit surprised because these guys never, ever really tighten up. Let's see. 71 minutes gone. Playing down the right, given away. Bournemouth, poor. Oh, he's got it back. They need to try and get a fourth goal. I don't think they're good enough to sit on a 1-goal lead with that keeper moving like that today. Here's Smith. Corner. Corner for Bournemouth. It's a brilliant bit of play, man, from them. Fascinating, guys. But yeah, listen, I was wrong to want to see Petrovic. I admit that. It's fine. You know, he's shit. But we signed Jorgensen, so don't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Don't go anywhere because he needs to leave as well. He needs to get the heck out of here. 73 minutes gone. Ball in. Ooh. Is that Ahmad? Bournemouth players need to get back because, ref. That he blocked him off, man. And that's funny because he's actually played advantage like as if it was a Man United player doing something wrong. He blocked him like a madman. That wasn't a foul for Man United. That man blocked him off. He blocked him off. Look, watch him. Look at Bruno and tell me he doesn't do that on purpose and it's advantage Man United. And Bruno tried to pretend like he got fouled. Brother, you literally decided to step in front of this man whilst he was trying to recover because you know what it is. Bruno's so funny, man. He screened him, exactly. Which is clever, don't get me wrong. But what, advantage Man United because Bruno's blocked someone? What are we doing? He knows what he's doing, man. Why would the player want to foul Bruno when Bruno didn't even have the ball? That make no sense. Here's Kobe Mainu into Sesko. Tackled. Brilliant defending. Bournemouth, can you really hang on for 15 more minutes? Can you really hang on for 15 more minutes? Or is this looking dark? Is a United equaliser almost inevitable? Is it inevitable? Ball in. It feels, until his final whistle, it does feel a bit inevitable because the pressure's building. There's still a lot of time left, and it is a bit early to just be so deep and to be defending the lead, but let's see if they can do it. I really hope I'm not getting a cold because I don't have the time for this. I've got a lot to do. I ain't got time for this, man. I'll be honest. Free kick for United in a very, very good position. It's the same, it's the same kind of good position that I was thinking when Tavernier was stepping up with his free kick. I get similar vibes with this. It's a really nice angle. Let me just see it. Yeah. Oh, it's a lovely angle, Bruno. Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious, Bruno. It's delicious. Bruno. Oh my God! 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 I told you it was delicious. Sometimes when a free kick is in a certain position, I'm telling you, you can smell it a mile away. It was just perfect. Now, I'll be honest, I actually thought he'd go the other side, but that is a ridiculous free kick. And especially when it is Petrovic in goal, let's put that one there. But I'll be honest, this one, he can do nothing about. That is just an outstanding free kick. And this is why I said I'm not talking about Bruno, because Bruno is pointless to talk about. We were just cussing, the chat was cussing Bruno. I said, I ain't talking about Bruno. Bruno is Bruno. When I say Bruno is Bruno, this is what I mean by Bruno is Bruno. This is what I mean by Bruno is Bruno. Bruno can be doing stupidness, frustrating the life out of you, and then Bruno will just go and do that, and then you just look like an idiot. So that's why I say Bruno is Bruno. I'm not talking about Bruno. I'm not talking about Bruno. Bruno is whatever Bruno is now. I don't talk about Bruno anymore. And that's why. That's why. Because you just know that can happen with Bruno. That can happen. He can do whatever he wants and he'll still do something like that. So that's Bruno. So there's no point talking about Bruno. That's gutting. But at the same time, it's a great goal. It is a great goal. It's a ridiculous strike. And I did say, I felt like it was just getting a little bit too early for this shit from Bournemouth. And if anything, that might actually be a good thing for Bournemouth because I felt like it was inevitable that if they just keep sitting in like this, they're going to concede. So maybe them conceding now and now thinking maybe to go for a winner and go back on the front foot for the last 12 minutes, maybe that's going to play into their favour. I don't know. They could still lose the game. But that goal felt inevitable, in the last 10 minutes if they kept doing what they're doing. But now Man United will be smelling blood and they might be going for the winner. So, Sesko, ball across. Oh, sugar plum plum! Oh, sugar plum plum! Oh, my God! What is going on at Trafford. Oh, my days. This is not the script. Cunha has scored 4-3. Bournemouth defending like bozos. I don't even know what they're doing back here, man. What is going on? Oh, my God. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. Oh, my days. This is ridiculous. What a game. What a game. Manchester United 4. Bournemouth 3. In a matter of 2 minutes, they have literally thrown this game. The free kick is the free kick. It can happen. But look at this. In Buemo, and they just bursting forward, option after option. And really, it's a 3v2, 1, whatever you want to call it. The defending is poor. They don't clear the, you got to clear your lines. First time, he doesn't, he slips, and Cunha just takes it, cleans up, and finishes, and Cunha's not missing from there. Petrovic is a very small man in that big goal, in that position for Cunha, and he just slots it past 4-3. Oh my goodness me. This is an insane game. This is an insane game. Absolutely bonkers. Bonkers game. 4-3 Man United. Oh, wow. Wow. 10 minutes left. What is going on at Old Trafford? This is mad. This is madness. The Barclays is back, they're saying. Oh, the record is the record. They're saying the record is still standing. Oh, I can't believe it's happened that quickly. 2 minutes, man. And you're looking at a 4-3. That is insane. That doesn't happen at most stadiums, I'll be honest. I don't know if this is the Old Trafford glow, the little theatre of dreams, heritage coming back, because to get 2 goals in quick succession like that, boy, it hasn't happened since we probably beat you guys 4-3 at the Bridge with Palmer. Here comes Bournemouth. Maybe, just maybe, it ain't over just yet. Why are you shooting from there, you absolute imbecile? You imbecile! Why are you shooting from there? You never look like scoring. You never even lined it up properly, Scott. Why couldn't you just pass the ball out wide? Why did you need to do that? It's 81 minutes. It's not 91 minutes. It's 81 minutes. Why? No need. Oh, come on, man. Is there a 4-4? That's all, that's all you got to say. Is there a 4-4 here for us? Is there a 4-4 here? A good old-fashioned Premier League years 4-4. Is it there? It's my favourite scoreline as a neutral, which I am clearly today, because it's not a hate watch, it's an observation. You know what I mean? But I'm here for the 4-4. But the record is strong. They're saying the record is strong in the chat. They're saying the record is strong. Strong. The record is doing the job. Oh, man. This is crazy, man. This is bonkers. As much as I don't want Man United to win, I'm enjoying whatever the heck's going on here. I don't really know what's going on, but it's a fun one. You got to laugh, innit? It's funny. It's certainly funny. That's for sure. What kind of pass is that? Get this guy off the pitch. Who's that? Was that Scott? I don't think it was Scott. No, it wasn't Scott. I'm just blaming Scott for everything. No, it wasn't Scott. But yeah, that was a shocking pass. That's not warm anymore. What a game. What a game. What a game. Love a great game of football, though. You got to love a great game of football. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to love a great game of football. Bournemouth are still picking up the ball in good areas if they can just fucking release it. Oh, wait a second! It's 4-4! It's 4-4! Bournemouth! And it's the kid from the bench. It's the kid, 19 years of age, getting goals in the Premier just scores again to make it 4-4. Manchester United can't defend for their lives. They can't defend, Jeff. They can't defend for their lives. What is the meaning of all this? You've just taken the lead a few minutes ago, shut the shop, closed the off license. They said no, alcohol for everyone, 24/7. Manchester United, don't be looking for an offside flag that's not there. It's 4-4. It's 4-4. What is going on? This is the best game I've watched all season. Oh my God. This is some foolishness. This is some 4-4 foolishness, people. I don't even understand. I can't comprehend what I'm watching. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this? It doesn't make any sense. Saeed TV, he's celebrating, he's crying, he's celebrating, he's crying. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on. What a game. Oh my days. It was a risky one. Monday night, before Big Six, extra streaming hours on the clock today, but we said, you know what? This one's worth it. And it has been. It has been worth it. 4-4 is the score. 4-4 is the score. I know Man United fans in that chat have gone awfully quiet because they thought that they had done something madness there, but the game ain't finished, lads. It's not finished. And do you know what? I'm not even ruling out a fifth goal. I don't know who's getting it. I'm not even going to say anything else in terms of predictions, but it's not over until the final whistle because this is stupid. This game is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Neither team can defend. Neither team knows how to defend. It's like they're on training wheels, you know? They can't ride the bike. They can't ride the bike. They're falling over. At every moment, they're all falling over themselves. It's crazy. They need training wheels. And in fact, one of them is wearing training wheels. They got a back three. And they're still falling over, Man United. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But if Bournemouth get a fifth, I'm telling you now, this thing is finished here. This stream is finished. You better make sure you don't concede again. You better make sure you don't concede a fifth goal. I'm telling you now, you ain't going to hear the end of it. Oh, this is nuts, man. This is bonkers. I can't breathe. This is insane. Guys, is this the best game of the season or what? It's got to be the best game of the season, right? Oh, man. Both halves. Brilliant. It's a win. Oh, my days. I can't breathe. Oh, okay, Man City Fulham is a shout. That's a good shout. That's a shout. Oh, man, this is bonkers. But you know what? You know, City took a 4-1 lead. Fulham tried to bring it back. This has just been back and forth and back and forth. You know what I mean? That's the thing with this one. It's very back and forth. You can't call it. Both teams have led. It's bad. And there might still be time for one more. Cunha, Mbeumo, Petrovic comes out. Please, go for a winner. Don't ruin it, man. Go for a winner. Come on, Bournemouth. Go for a winner. Don't be shy. You haven't been shy all game. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy now. I know it's tempting to just take the 4-4, but come on. You must have something for me. You must have something for me now, Bournemouth. You must. There's no point being shy now. Let's just play this out, man. Let's play this out. Come on. Go forward, man. Let's play this out. Go on. If you've scored 4, why not a fifth? Here's Semenyo. He's still on the pitch. This defense is too leaky for you to get conservative now. You must believe you can get another one. Bournemouth coming forward. Ball into the box. Dalot doesn't get in front. Incredibly weak on that. Now down the right. Cross. Headed away by Man United. Bournemouth. That's weak. Sesko, he's showing that he's fresh. He's showing that he's not been on the pitch for long. But he's dispossessed. He's dispossessed and Bournemouth get it back. Sesko had a real chance there to put Man United on the counter, but he's just lost it easily. Bournemouth coming forward. There's options. Right side, if you can pick him out. Yes. Smith. Oh, you let the angle close up, man. Come on, Smith, man. You let the angle close up. This is Man United's last game, remember, with a lot of these players going to AFCON, or some of them going to AFCON anyway. So, boy. This is bonkers. "90 minutes. I don't know how much injury time there's going to be, but there isn't much time for a winner. Cunha. He scuffs it. I'll let you know how much injury time there is, guys. We're about to get it. I think there's a chance for both teams. One more chance. Oh, 8 minutes. Oh, sugar plum. 8 minutes of injury time. Oh, my days. And there's 2 substitutions coming on for Bournemouth. They're making 2 changes. Wow. 8 minutes is a long time in this football match. For what we've been watching, 8 minutes is a long time. Bournemouth are making 2 changes, 8 minutes. Or 7.5 now. This is brilliant. If there was any game where I wanted there to be this much time added on, it was this one. I could be here all day watching this. All day. You give me 10 minutes of added on time, I'll take it. 15 minutes even. I'm here. This is a ridiculously good game. Tavernier and Kluivert's come off. Brooks and Hill have come on. At this point, it's legs, energy. Can you do something for me? Some sharpness in terms of the decision-making and the weight of passing and all these things. They may have taken off quality, but they brought on energy. And Brooks is definitely capable of getting something done. Definitely capable. Boy. I think we have to wait and find out. But Semenyo's got a long throw for Bournemouth. Incredible that someone like him is taking the long throws. I thought it would be a defender, if anything. But it's the winger with skill. Ball in, Bournemouth. Don't lose it there, if you dare. How the heck has Cunha got out of that mess? Man was surrounded by 4 players. Oh, wow. That's brilliant play from Cunha. Here's Ahmad. Goes to his right. Ball across the box. Oh, Bruno will not be happy because he's put in a great ball and they were queuing up and Xerxes and Dorgu are about to come on. For Man United, I can see them standing there waiting to come on. But that was incredible play from Cunha. And then Bruno puts a ball right across the box and Sesko and Mbeumo can't get on the end of it. It's a great ball in. It just needs someone to put a foot on it. And nobody's there. And I'll say Sesko maybe needs to be there because he's got more energy and he's been on the pitch for less time. Mbeumo's coming off. Luke Shaw's coming off. Dorgu is coming on and Joshua Xerxes coming on. I think both managers know now that the way this game's gone, if you don't go for win to win it, you're going to lose it. It's become one of those games. There's no point trying to sit back. If you want to get a draw, you're better off going for the win. Because if you do anything else, you're losing. The game is too chaotic. You have to think with an attacking mind in this game, or you're losing the game. It's literally attack v attack. Because the 2 defenses are cooked. Bruh, this is a brilliant game. I'm so glad I streamed this one. Here's Brooks. Free kick for Bournemouth. And certainly in a good area as well. They could get a good delivery here. I can't believe I seen that Bruno Fernandes free kick coming, man. I just knew it. Man. I knew it. I can feel it in my bones, bro. The angle was too nice. The angle for Bruno was just too nice. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes you can just smell it, man. There's a whiff of it in the air. You can really just smell it. Free kick for Bournemouth. Looping in. They're going to keep this in. Corner. Corner for Bournemouth. Corner for Bournemouth. This is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Because it's been entertaining from minute 0 to minute 90. Honestly. There's been no boring period in this game. Brooks, overhit. Fair play to both these teams for just leaving it all out on the line. Obviously, stupid defending. So, you know, but in terms of commitment to entertaining, yeah. Value for money today, I'll be honest. But the defending's been shocking. But tends to be, in these 4-4s, it's very rare that you can say that it's just because the defenders weren't arse as well. The defenders have usually played a big part in these games, but that's what we want to see. We want to see goals. Semenyo, long throw. Headed away. This 5-4 would hit like crack, I'll be so honest. Ball in. Oh, what a save! Oh my days, what a save. It's straight at him. If it's anywhere else in the goal, Bournemouth have won it. Ball in again, maybe? Can you give me a cut back? Maybe a little shot. No. Bournemouth. Is that the chance? If he heads that anywhere else, it's 5-4 because the keeper is not making that save. It's too close. There's too much pace on the cross. It's a great save, but he's also lucky that it's straight at him. It's a great delivery. Just watch the header. Direct that anywhere else. And it's 5-4. There's no doubt about it. It's a great save, actually. It's not even straight at him. He's had to move his legs to it. It's a great reaction save. But if he's put that in the corner, it's done. If he puts that in the corner, it's done. I think that might be the best chance you're going to get because that's right in front of goal, man. You can't really ask. There was always going to be one more big chance. You can't ask for a better chance than that. You literally can't ask. That should have been it. That really should have been limbs for Bournemouth. That should have been ridiculous limbs for Bournemouth. There's still 1 minute and 10 seconds left, but that was it. That was the chance. And it was a big chance. Not a half chance, not a big chance. Right in the middle of the goal. Right in front of the goal. Not at an angle, no. Right there. You want a chance? Right there, right in the middle. Right there. Ball in, Bournemouth. Time running out. Less than a minute. That shot was never on. That was a waste. Better off keeping the ball and trying to make a bigger chance because that's not it. That might be it. Man United, let's see if they've got anything left because if you're Bournemouth, you've missed your biggest chance there, I think. 30 seconds left. Oh, that would have been ridiculous, man. That was the one. That was the one. And I think it was a substitute. I think it may have been Brooks. That was the one. Gutting. Yeah, game's going to fizzle out now. 10 seconds left. That was the chance. That was the chance. If you're Bournemouth, that was the chance. That was the chance. You score that, and it is absolute pandemonium. It is insanity out there on that pitch. It would have been so sweet. So sweet. But you know what? Can't complain, man. That is as good as it gets in the Premier League in terms of entertainment. You cannot ask for more as a neutral, you know, because this is not a hate along at all. This is a neutral long. Full-time whistles blown. Manchester United 4, Bournemouth 4. I'm so happy and so blessed to be here watching this game with you guys. You know what I mean? It's going down as one of the games of the season. And luckily we were there. We weren't there for City Fulham. So I think Chelsea may have played the same day, so I was definitely out of it because I'm sure we didn't win our game. But yeah, this one, we were there. And thank God we were there because that was incredible. That was incredible. That was so enjoyable. In terms of attacking, ambitious, adventurous football, end to end, everybody going full pelt, chances, and minute 0 to 99, that is what it was, man. There was nobody holding back. So, fair play. Wow. I got half an hour to recover, and then we got Big Six at 10:30. But yeah, that was bonkers. That was absolutely bonkers. So, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I don't even know what Saeed's going to say in his reaction, because what do you even say after something like that? What do you even say? Oh, yeah, the game. You guys told me it was full time. What are we still playing for? I thought the referee was about to blow his whistle. I'm looking here and I'm still seeing the games going on. I need to close the tab. Yeah, now it's full time. Anyways, game over. Game over. I'm exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. What a stupid game. What a stupid game. What a stupid game in the best way possible. What a stupid game that was. 4-4. Brilliant match. Best chance at the end was for Brooks. I know there was a little bit more for Bournemouth there at the end, but it wasn't really there. The chance was Brooks, I think, on the header. The chance was at the end, right in front of goal. As soon as you don't score that, you just kind of know now you've had it and you've not taken it. You can only have so many blessings, and you were blessed with that chance. But listen, it is what it is. I'm going to wrap. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy. I don't really even care too much about the result. Like, Man United drop points, cool. But just the game. The game has made me happy. You know? The game has made me happy. You can't not be happy watching a good game like that. It just brings your spirits up. You know what I mean? It just brings your mood up. You can't not be smiling after watching a 4-4, really. You know what I mean? I remember watching 4-4s, Liverpool, Arsenal. Was it Champions League or was it Carabao Cup? I think it was Carabao Cup. Arshavin getting 4 goals. You've got Arsenal, Tottenham. You've got, you know, Chelsea, Liverpool in the Champions League. When you see a good 4-4, it just makes it all better, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Good day. So, all right, I'm gonna go through. Is there any more chats? There is. Let me read these out before I forget. Delap should replace John Cena in the WWE, who obviously retired. Man United on your tails. Not anymore, mate. Well, you kind of are, but you didn't win. Big up to you, Matt. I enjoy and appreciate your content. Much appreciated to you, brother, for watching. I'm very, very happy. And I'm going to wrap there. What a game. I'm sure there's reviews dropping. I will be back tomorrow. Cardiff versus Chelsea for the Carabao Cup game. 7 o'clock start on the stream. 8 o'clock kickoff. And like I said, Big Six is coming up on... well, in about, 27 minutes. So, until then, big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace.